Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Nicholas Prosper shot dead Juliana Falcon, 48, Kyle Prosper, 16, and 13-year-old Giselle Prosper at their home in Luton in September last year. The 19-year-old had also intended to carry out an attack at a school, and a loaded shotgun with more than 30 cartridges was found in a bush after his arrest, police said. In now-deleted videos, Prosper had spewed his vile views, which included his sick obsession with children. The teenager's content was uploaded under a pseudonym and featured his distinctive accent. But his ramblings were so depraved that he was even kicked off a gore website where millions of users share and comment on videos of people being killed. Prosper had ranted on numerous occasions about sexualizing minors and abusing dead bodies, reports Mail Online. One moderator told the outlet, "There were multiple comments by him either in support of or arguing for child-adult sexual interactions that made it clear this was not in jest or a careless attempt to play devil's advocate. We do not know what sort of person Mr. Prosper was, other than someone unwilling or incapable of following our site's rules, and therefore someone we would not allow on our platform." One clip recorded hours before the massacre saw him threaten violent revenge against his 13-year-old sister Giselle over her actions on a computer game. Wearing a yellow bucket hat and a black t-shirt, Prosper said, "On June 30th, my sister decided to make the incorrect choices on episode 1 of season 1 of the Walking Dead games, and for that her face will be mutilated further than necessary." Prosper said he was chosen to protect a fictional character called Clementine in the zombie video game, in a sign he struggled to differentiate between the real world and make-believe. In another video, Prosper sarcastically suggested that child sexual abuse was blamed for virtually every mental disorder and issue. The teenager said, "Who knows, maybe in a few years we'll see AIDS, rectal cancer, increased chance of stubbing your toe. Every single problem you face in life is because you touched a Winky when you were 6. The 19-year-old pleaded guilty to 3 counts of murder at Luton Crown Court on Monday. It was also revealed that Prosper had been plotting a school shooting but was foiled by cops. After murdering his family, the teen was stopped by officers near his home as he planned to carry out the massacre. Police also discovered a loaded shotgun discovered in bushes nearby alongside more than 30 cartridges. Ch Insp Sam Khanna, from Bedfordshire Police, said fortunately Prosper was apprehended before he could cause any further harm. He continued, "This was a truly tragic and shocking case in which 3 innocent members of the same family have been brutally killed by their son and brother. No words can fully describe the tragedy their loved ones have experienced, and our thoughts continue to be with them at this difficult time. We are pleased that Prosper has pleaded guilty and will not put his family through the pain of a trial, and that he will soon face a significant jail sentence." The family shooting unfolded on September 13, 2024, at a flat on Wallad's Bank Drive. Police swarmed the home at around 5:30 a.m. following welfare concerns. Horrified neighbors claimed they heard loud bangs that sounded like shots being fired. Officers discovered Juliana and 2 of her 4 children dead inside the flat. An inquest in October heard that all 3 of the victims died from gunshot wounds to the head. Their devastated family said in a statement, "Julie was a strong, loving mother to her 4 beautiful children, who were her absolute world. In her spare time, she was a keen athlete and enjoyed raising money for charity. She was always putting others first. Kyle was a kind and funny young man who loved football and boxing. He was creative and thriving on TikTok, a big talent with massive potential. Kyle's friends were his everything. Giselle was a beautiful soul and caring young girl. She liked to laugh lots and loved her family and big brothers. She was so lovable with an infectious smile. She was also an exceptional pupil at school and was loved dearly by her friends in Year 9. Prosper is on remand at HMP Peterborough, but he appeared for the hearing yesterday, which lasted less than 10 minutes. He wore a black t-shirt, dark trousers, and black-rimmed glasses as he entered his pleas. The 19-year-old sat with his arms folded when he entered the dock. As well as admitting the 3 murders, he pleaded guilty to purchasing or acquiring a shotgun without a certificate, possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life, and possessing an article with a blade or point. The small town of Maplewood had always been the kind of place where neighbors knew each other by name, where the biggest scandal was Mrs. Carter's cat getting stuck in a tree for the 3rd time that year. But that was before Jason Reed. Before the blood. Before the screams that no one heard. 17-year-old Jason had always been quiet, a little off, but no one ever thought he was capable of what he did. Not until the police found the bodies of his mother and his two younger siblings, lifeless, mutilated, and left in a scene so grotesque that even seasoned officers had to turn away. The horror of what he had done was enough to shake the town to its core. But the truth? The truth was worse. Because Jason Reed wasn't just a killer. He was something else entirely. And it all started with a website. Chapter 1, The Boy No One Noticed. Jason had never fit in. In a town full of football players, cheerleaders, and kids who spent their weekends at the mall, he was the one who lingered in the shadows. He rarely spoke in class, his clothes were always a little too big, a little too worn. His father had left when he was young, and his mother worked double shifts at the diner to keep food on the table. His only solace was the internet. Jason didn't play video games. He didn't scroll through social media like the rest of his classmates. No, Jason had different tastes. Darker tastes. While other teens were sharing memes and planning prom, he was lurking on the darkest corners of the web, watching things no human being should ever see. Gore sites. Places where death wasn't just a concept, it was entertainment. Real people, real suffering, real horror. And Jason drank it in like it was oxygen. But even in the cess,